I feel...
So they are kind of the healing power in your performances to the current problems.
Analysis power is better. Healing is a difficult word.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Excuse me, please. Buddha is whatever God in a religion. I mean, in a Russian religion, in a Catholic religion, in a whatever religion.
Buddha, I think, is a path. He's not a god. Buddha is a path. Is a way.
Buddha, whatever God?
No, I personally think Buddha isn't a god. He's a way. He's a way to look at life.
Okay, I understand.
It's one of the ways.
He's one of the ways, yeah. Many people show different ways. Buddha is one of the ways.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with the character of the finger cutter, it has to do with the legend with the Buddha.
Which one? The finger.
The finger cutter. It's a real character in the legend of regarding Buddha when he lived 2,600 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't quite remember it, but it sounded familiar.
Yeah. The text of the play comes from a famous Buddha meeting. Angulimal is that's a classic Buddhist text. In between words I created, but the story is the same. Buddha told him that you have 4 choices. What do you let go of life? So Angulimal told Buddha, I let go of the forest, I let go of the sky, I let go of the water, and lastly, I'm trying to let go of myself. Now, those 4 things to me meant protest, dreams, silence, nightmare. So I felt the sky, the forest, to me, personally, it means different things to different people, and everybody's right in their own way. These 4 things which he was saying to Buddha, they meant that to me. The Buddha is a complex man, amazing person. He's not an easy philosopher. I mean, no philosopher is easy. He's a little tough.
A beautiful moment to finish the conversation, which is recorded, but because we have talked for 50 minutes.
It was almost a performance.
How long was the performance?
Performance was 68. The first piece was 8 minutes. But 8 minutes, according to the email, had another artist. I performed for 16 minutes.
That's a good idea. You know, which we have had. You have visited also some of these meetings, and we have had this this question which comes out of a football match between Spain and Holland, and that caused some of the members of the festival an emotional crash.
Me also. I was a Holland supporter. I thought John Cruyff is the best theatre guy I know.
But which led us to another theme. But you know a little bit about it. The question is how to go and to perform if you just have had an emotional crash, whatever kind of, you know, most extreme might be the death of your closest or whatever. But should you perform? Should you make it into your performance? Should you go to the audience and say, you know, I'm not able to, or you know, explain the situation and start anyway? What do you think about it? What is your impression, your opinion?
I think we should perform. Not because the show must go on, but for that particular day. To an audience, it might be a show, but to you, it might be for once confronting your inner fears on stage than running away from it. So there comes the question that are you a performer who lives theater, or are you a performer who does theater? If you're a performer who lives theater, there's Hobson's choice, no choice at all. You've got to go and perform despite the death of the nearest and the dearest one. And if you are somebody who's enacting theater, theater's not your life, it's a part of your life. You of course have a very valid alternative of not doing it. But if your greatest fears and greatest joys and greatest sorrows and your greatest personal moments are moments of performing art, then I think it's very, very imperative for you to face the fear and ask the question in your art, is your art strong enough to face that fear? Or is your art weak enough to perform so much that it doesn't know the language of performing fear, of performing emptiness, of performing tragedy? Because let's face facts, our most profoundest moments of tragedy are far less profound than simultaneous tragedies happening at a far greater speed to communities all over the world. So if the person in me is becoming the actor on stage, then the person who had the tragedy is anyway not performing, the actor's performing. So that's your job. And if it's the person in you performing and not the actor in you performing, it's still your job, because then the person in you loves theater so much that he feels, then that's the best way to shed your tears than shed private tears. So in my case, there's no choice. I have to perform, because if I don't, it'll be very difficult for me to ever be tragic on stage, because that tragedy is so made up, so cosmetic, and so Maybelline eyeliner.
But for instance, if you have just for some period, I don't know, physically you're disabled, you have broken your leg, you're unable to walk.
If
You
it's
know,
the if it's
yeah,
the,
you put, I don't know, 10 what is it called, injection into your leg, and you still have to go because you're an actor, because it's
yeah, if it's the farthest medical advice that you won't die, then for once you can make your character challenged. If it's Shakespeare, you can always do that. Any of his characters can become automatically challenged. Caliban, Prospero, Hamlet. Hamlet on a wheelchair would be, with all respect to people on a wheelchair who are amazing people, but Hamlet on a wheelchair because you're feeling very bad could be the best Hamlet you've ever played, because when you stood up, you must have played Hamlet very lousily. The wheelchair will finally give you what not to do.
okay. Another beautiful moment to finish with the recording. But I say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Maybe the battery is... okay.
Mingit batteriprobleemi ei ole, ära pabista.